Imagine turning everyday urban waste into high-value chemicals. Now, what if that same process could solve a billion-dollar problem for an entire country? Well, that's exactly what we're looking at today with green oil chemical innovations. This isn't just an idea, it's a breakthrough investment opportunity, and we're about to dive right in.
So let's start with a big number, 1.4 billion Brazilian reais. Every single year, that's what Brazil spends importing essential chemical products. It's a massive inefficiency, and it's precisely the market opportunity that we are built to capture. All right, so section one, let's really dig into this billion-dollar inefficiency. It's a classic case of a country spending a fortune on foreign supply chains, while a massive, valuable resource is just sitting right under its nose, completely overlooked. Check this out. Every year, Brazil imports 120,000 tons of what are called strategic oleochemicals. Now, these are the high-value building blocks for everything from pharmaceuticals and cosmetics to advanced industrial goods. Relying on imports for these isn't just expensive, it's a huge strategic vulnerability.
Now, hold that thought about import dependency. And look at this number, 3 million tons. That's how much used cooking oil is generated in Brazil every year. It's a massive, undervalued, and honestly often problematic waste stream that's just waiting for someone to unlock its potential.
And right here, this is the core of the whole thing. It's so simple, it's brilliant. We take this low-value urban waste and we turn it into the exact high-demand chemicals the country is paying billions to import. You see, this is way more than just waste management. It's about creating strategic value on a massive national scale. So, you're probably asking, how do you actually do that? Well, the magic is in our patented platform technology. This is the key that unlocks the value, bridging that gap between a huge domestic waste stream and a high-demand product market. And make no mistake, our entire process is locked down. It's protected by this patent, which was developed with and granted by the prestigious Federal University of Uberlândia. This isn't just an idea on a napkin. It's a credible, scientifically backed process with a strong legal moat around our entire business model. So here's how it works in 3 integrated steps. First, our catalytic hydrolysis process breaks down the oil. Second, and this is a huge part of our innovation, is a simultaneous process that creates the specific products we want. And third, we even take the main byproduct, glycerol, and turn that into another valuable resource. The goal here is simple. Absolutely nothing goes to waste. Now, this is where the commercial genius of our platform really shines. Get this. Using the exact same reactor and the same catalyst, we can make totally different products just by changing the reaction time. A short run, we're producing high-value emulsifiers for the food and cosmetics industry. Let it run a bit longer? Boom, we're making ultra-pure fatty acids for pharmaceuticals. This means we can pivot on a dime and respond to whatever the market demands with almost no operational changes. That's flexibility. Okay, a patent is one thing, but as any investor knows, performance is everything. So let's talk numbers. Let's look at the hard data from our lab validations, because this is what truly de-risks the technology from a technical standpoint. All right, for our first process, making things like unsaturated oleic acid, we are consistently hitting yields over 92%, with a purity of over 96%. And we get there in just 2 hours. This isn't just good, it's the kind of quality needed for really advanced applications, like synthesizing lipids for mRNA vaccines. And for our second process, where we're making high-purity, saturated fatty acids, well, the results are even better. We're talking yields over 95%, with a staggering purity of over 98%. This is a top-tier, premium-grade product that the cosmetics, pharma, and high-performance lubricant industries are desperate for. So if there's one thing to remember about the tech, it's this. This quote sums it all up perfectly. With a single reactor and a single catalyst, we can generate 2 completely different, high-value products based on what the market wants. It's maximum commercial power with minimum operational complexity. It's just that simple. So we've got the market problem, and we've got the proven solution, which brings us right here to the reason we're talking today, the investment opportunity to scale this technology and go capture that billion-dollar market. The big question for any smart investor is always the same. How do you get this out of the lab and into the real world? What's the next step to actually scale this breakthrough? The answer is clear. We build a fully continuous pilot plant, and its job is very specific. It's designed to generate the hard, bankable data that large-scale financiers demand. It proves the technology at a semi-industrial scale and gets us to what's called Technology Readiness Levels 6-7. That basically means it's proven, de-risked, and ready for a full-scale industrial rollout. To get this critical pilot plant built and running, we're seeking a capital expenditure, or CapEx, of between 8 and 12 million Brazilian reais. And for that investment, the projected returns are, frankly, fantastic. We're looking at getting the initial investment back in less than 30 months. We're projecting gross margins over 45%, and the internal rate of return is forecast to be north of 35%. These are top-tier financial metrics by any standard. But, this investment is so much bigger than just one company or one plant. This is about laying the foundation for Brazil's entire future in green chemistry and the circular economy. So let's just recap the total impact here. We eliminate over R$1 billion in imports, turning a national weakness into a strength. We create a brand new, high-value industry from something we used to throw away. We do all of this while cutting CO2 emissions by up to 80%, and we achieve it all while delivering strong, de-risked returns for our partners and establishing Brazil as a true leader in the global circular economy. Look, the technology is proven, the market is huge and waiting, and the impact, both financial and environmental, is undeniable. So really, the only question left is, are you ready to join us and help build Brazil's circular economy?